Hi there, welcome. Great, come, let's do some movement. So come into your child's pose. So coming on in and resting on your knees and putting your arms wherever they feel comfortable. I love my arms out long, but it just means that I do Darth Vader into the microphone. So I'm gonna not do that one. So just find your place or your way of resting into the child's pose. And then just let that settle. Let your spine express itself. Let it be heard. And, sensations inherently aren't good or bad. It's then you know what you're working with. So just know what you're managing or being with or facilitating or having to mind this morning. Nice. And then reach your arms out long if they weren't already. And then already tuck your chin in round your back and come all the way up into your cat pose with your back rounded. And then sit your bum back down with your back rounded. And then again, lift your belly off your thighs. So start from the belly and then come all the way forward, keeping your back rounded. And then sit your bum back rounded. Nice. Now look forward and feel how your chest is now pushing into your thighs and keeping your arms straight, glide forward. So we're just listening to what this does to the spine. And then sit your bum back, staying arching. And again, gliding forward, looking forward, hearing your spine, listening to it. And then coming all the way back. Nice. Round your back. Come all the way up into your cat pose. And then just do the cat pose on your hands and knees. So rounding your back. Tuck your chin under. Now rounding your back. Tuck your chin under. Nice. Come to neutral. Look over your right shoulder. Look back towards your right foot. And then look over your left shoulder. Look back towards your left foot. And feel it in the side of the waist. So right shoulder, right foot. Feel it. Just connect into the length of the left side of your waist and the shortening of the right side. So squeeze your right shoulder a little bit more towards your hip and feel the folding of the side of your body. Nice. And then the other side. Look over your left shoulder and then squeeze your left shoulder down towards your left hip. And feel the folding in the left side. And then back to center. Sit your bum back into your child's pose and then walk your hands over towards the right. And your head is still between your arms, and then just drop your head down and feel the length into the left armpit. Maybe breathe into it, lean into it. Nice. And then walk your hands back to center, and then all the way over towards the left. And lean into it, breathe into it. Feel it deeply through the side of your body. Nice. And then come all the way back to center. Both hands underneath your shoulders in your cat pose. Tuck your toes under. Push back into your downward dog. And just have a bit of a wiggle. So we're waking up the spine. We're engaging our abdominal muscles. We're leaning into things. So what does a wiggle mean to you? So for me, usually I start to bend my knees and kind of rock my pelvis a little bit, or lengthen more into one leg, bending the other knee, or lengthen into the other. And have it that you're tracking or feeling a sensation more so than shapes. So for me, as I bend my knees, I'm going, oh, there's my side body, and oh, there's my hips, and oh, there's my knees. So I'm tracking what the sensations are more so than anything to do with the shapes. Nice. Walk your feet forward, walk your hands back, and bring your elbows to your knees. Just pause there for a second. Nice. Hands to your knees. And then come all the way up to stand. Nice. So come stand to the front of your mat. Your shoulders are wide, your spine is long, your feet are steady on the floor. And just feel that you're upright, you're lengthening, you're just feeling steady into your feet. Nice. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up, bending your elbows, bending your knees. Come all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your right leg long, step it back into a lunge, and then step back into a plank. Drop your knees to the floor, lower all the way down, bring your elbows to the floor, and look way down the beach. Just feel that sense of really breathing into your belly. So take a few breaths as you inhale, as you exhale. Notice how the sensations change as you breathe into your belly. One more time. Nice. Bring your hands to the floor or keep your elbows on the floor. Push back into your cat. Push all the way back into your downward dog. Find the length of you, the stretch of you, the full of you right now. And then stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling and hop, skip, jump. Help your right foot forward, whatever way you do. That could be that you drop the left knee to the floor and you help your right foot forward. It could be that you rise up and swing your leg forward. Just find your way. As I said, it's not about that you have to do this perfectly. It's like, what's your version right now? Stretch your back leg and step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide and look up, reach up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left foot back. Step it back into a lunge. Step back into a plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. And bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. And just get really tall, looking way out. And just breathe into your belly. Nice. And then look over your right shoulder. Coming back. And look over your left shoulder. Coming back. And notice where you feel this. So look over your right shoulder. For me, it's neck, mid-back, rib cage, waist on the other side. And look over your left shoulder. This is different. It's rib cage, shoulder, neck. It's like different order of importance. And then back to center. Nice. Keep your elbows on the floor or push your hands down. Reverse backwards. And just rest yourself back into your child's pose for a moment. Now it's creating length through your spine. Breathing into your belly. Nice. And then come all the way up. And just rest there in your child's pose. No, cat pose. And then your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Draw your right knee up towards your right elbow. Nice. And then stretch your right leg long behind you and then swing it over towards the left. So it's landing on the floor on the left-hand side. And then look over your left shoulder and look back towards your your right foot on the left-hand side. Draw your right knee up towards your right elbow and then stretch your right leg long until you look over your shoulder to see it on the left-hand side. Nice. One more time. Draw your knee up towards your shoulder or elbow and stretch your leg long and look over your shoulder. Nice. Both knees to the floor. Other side. Draw the left knee up to the left elbow. Stretch your leg long and then bring your foot over towards the right. Look over your right shoulder to see your foot. Nice. Draw the left knee, left elbow, left shoulder. Stretch it long. Bring your toe to the floor over towards the right. One more time. And draw it up. Squeeze it up towards your elbow. Stretch it long and over towards the right. Super cool. Both knees to the floor and then rise up. So if you want to put something underneath your knees here, you can. So you can either roll up your mat a little bit or double up your mat, or if you have a blanket or a pillow or something, just have a kind of thing where you feel like there's a softness under your knees, because we're going to be on our knees for a little bit here. So bring your right foot straight out to the side. So my toes are pointing forward. My left knee is underneath my hip and my right leg is out. Nice. And then just glide down the right leg with your right hand. And then glide down towards the floor on the left-hand side. And it could be that you are floating in the air with your hand. It could be that you're touching the floor with your fingertips. It doesn't really matter. It's not about where your hand is. It's about how does this feel in my belly and what feels like the wellest, most interesting place of growth for me to be in my range of motion. So you're just gliding from one side to the other, just feeling that like your belly is engaging as you do this. Nice, come up to center. So if that felt strong enough, stay there. Otherwise, reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. And then with your right hand, imagine you're holding something in your right hand and it's resting just in front of your navel. And then as you reach your left hand towards the right, glide your right hand towards the left. So you're really drawing that shoulder down and lengthening towards the right with your left hand. Breathing into it, feel the length. And then come all the way back up. Change. Reach the right hand up towards the ceiling and draw the left hand in front of your navel. Your palm is face up. Slowly reach the right hand over towards the left and reach the left hand over towards the right. Only go as far as feels comfortable. And then come all the way back up. Nice. Bend forward with your torso and then walk your left hand over towards the left side. So your left hand, left knee, and right foot are all in one line. And then bring your right hand to your hip and you're sideways. So I'm kind of in one long line. Then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and glide it over your ears. So there's one long line into the right side of your body. And then sweep the right hand forward and bring it towards the right foot. And then glide the right arm all the way up. And I want to come up onto the toes of the right hand. And suddenly I feel like this amazing elastic band. And I'm going, this is what lengthening the side body means. And then coming all the way back. So sometimes we create a shape, and then sometimes we create an incredible feeling of something going on in our bodies that is beyond put your hand here, put your hand there. So right now, as you reach and open into the whole of the right side of your body, just really feel how you're cultivating length and connection through the right side of your body. And just pause there. Reaching. Nice. Bend your elbow. Look down towards the floor. Bring both knees back to the floor. Hands underneath your shoulders. Other side. So stretch the left foot out to the side and rise up. So you're on your right knee. Left foot's out to the side. Toes are pointing forward. There's no real big shakes about where your foot is, actually. The main thing is that you feel connection to the floor. And then slowly reach your right hand down in the direction of the floor and left hand towards your knee. Right hand down. Maybe you're touching the floor. Maybe you're not. It really doesn't matter. It's like, what does my belly tell me that I can do? Nice. So stay at that level. Truly, stay at that level. I mean it. Or reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Bring your left hand in front of your navel. And then glide your right hand to the left and your left hand to the right. If you're reaching with your hands down, then you'll just be reaching your left hand towards your right knee. Left knee. Oh, right. Left hand towards your left knee. And just breathe into that. Feel the connection through the right side of your body. Nice. Come all the way back. Change arms. Left hand goes up. Right hand is in front of your belly. And then reach and glide. And just find your distance. Like find a place of resilience and connection. And nice. Come all the way back. Drop forward. Bring your hands to the floor. Walk your right hand over towards the right, and then bring your left hand to your hip. Nice. Reach the left hand up towards the ceiling, and then over your ear. And then sweep the left hand towards your left foot, and sweep the left hand overhead, and feel the elastic of the left side. So I want to look towards the ceiling a little bit more, and my toe comes up onto the floor. See what you do. And I'd be inspired by the movement to allow yourself to really flow into it in wellness. You're not forcing, you're just kind of going, yum, wow, that's amazing. Feel yum and amazing. And then just pause there for a moment, length through the side of your body. Nice, and then come all the way down. Both feet on the floor, both knees on the floor, and come lie on your back. Come all the way down, lying on your back. For me to lie on my back, usually I hold on to my knees and I create kind of this lovely kind of rounded feeling in my back, and then I scoop backwards with my spine. Just land, reach your arms wide, straight out into the side, out into a T, and then just sway your knees from side to side. And as you sway them, feel them. It's like the pelvis. Sometimes I talk about the pelvis being like a lunchbox. It has this kind of square on the sides, square on the base, and then the kind of the front of the pelvis being like the edges of the lunchbox. We'll see. Does it feel like a basket? Does it feel like a chunk of you? What kind of shape does your pelvis feel like as you rock from one side to the other? And how does it connect into your legs and from the belly to your legs as you create this diagonal connection through the body? Nice. And then just resting there, flatten your lower back down into the floor and arch into your belly. Just feel that you're flattening down and you're arching. Nice. One more time. Flattening down and arching. Nice. Interlock your fingers. Draw your left knee up towards you. And then stretch your right leg long. And just feel that through the deep of you. That sense of length into the right leg. The squeeze of your left knee towards you. Change. Draw the right knee up towards you. Hug it in deeply. Stretch the left leg long. And then just travel from one leg to the other and have a moment where you go, where you just feel like the deep expression of the pose, and then you change. Squeeze and lengthen, change. Squeeze and lengthen, change. One more time each side. Squeeze and lengthen, change. Last time. Squeeze and lengthen. Great. Both knees up towards you. Just rock your knees from side to side. As you rock them, just feel your belly, your spine, your hips, and then roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. Just rolling it out. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bring both feet to the floor. Arms are long beside you. And then pushing your feet down into the floor, roll up along your spine. Just feel that, the lifting of your hips upwards. And you're really feeling as you roll down that you're massaging your spine or rolling down like a rolling pin along your spine. And again, rolling up, traveling up along your spine. And then traveling down, all the way down. Nice. One more time. Rolling up along your spine. And rolling all the way down. Nice. Feet are as wide as your mat. Drop both knees down towards the right. And just bring your hands to your belly. And just notice, what is well right now as you lie here? Where is your wellness? Where is your okayness? Letting your breath be smooth and steady. Nice. Back to center. Drop both knees down towards the left. Hands are still resting on your belly, and maybe just notice what you're grateful for right now. What are you grateful for? What resources you, what brings you wellness? Where is the light in your life? Where enlivens, brightens, where is that within your body or within your life? And how do we really cultivate a practice of acknowledging that? Staying within our resources, being able to say, no, that's not what I need to do right now. This is what I want to do. And when we start to practice that physically, it becomes a way that we can be in the world, defining our limits, our boundaries, our sense of self in the world, because we've found it in ourselves. We've heard our own inner voice. I'm just feeling that. How do you hear your deep voice of okayness? Come all the way back up to center. And then just squeeze your knees up onto your chest. Just wrap your arms around your knees, pausing there. And just listen to yourself just for a moment. Just hear the song of the sensations of your body. Nice. Great. So if you're doing this and you can stay for another few moments lying on the floor, great. If not, rolling over and beginning to move into your day. So great. How lovely, guys. Yeah, listening deeply to ourselves and our bodies really helps us cultivate our sense of boundary and self, and yeah, the things that create wellness in us. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow for another deep and awesome morning. Bye.